Let's get started in child's pose. So once you get your straps or blocks or any other props that you want, we'll start with the big toes together, knees wide, forehead down, and just stretch your arms out in front. Start to find your breath here in your child's pose. Finding that ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. Slightly constricting the back of your throat so you can hear the sound of your breath. And working on making your inhales and exhales longer so you can use that breath to set the pace of the class. All right, so you always go at your own pace. It's okay if you're slower or faster than my cues. Follow your breath. At any point in class, if you need to take a break, you can always rest in your child's pose, right? This is your resting pose. You can skip things and rest here if you need to. Walk your hands over to the right side of the mat and place the left hand on top of the right so you feel a little stretch through the left side of your body. And then walk it to the left side and put the right hand on top of the left. Now we'll bring it to center, come up to our hands and knees to a tabletop position. So hands are directly under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. As you inhale, drop the belly, arch your back, and gaze up for cow pose. And then exhale, tuck your chin in and round your back for cat. Inhale as you arch, starting to warm up your spine. Exhale as you round. And one more time. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. After your last one, find a flat back. Step your left leg just straight out to the side and stand up so that you're on your right knee and your left foot. Gate pose. Your left hand goes on the left leg. You're going to reach your right arm over your ear so you feel a side body stretch here on the right side. Good. Lift up and switch your leg. So now the left knee goes down. Right leg steps to the side. Right hand on the right leg and reach that left arm over. Good. Now bring it back down to your hands and knees to tabletop. So let someone else into the class. Now from tabletop, take your right arm, lift it up, thread the needle. Thread your right arm through, put your head down, walk that left hand forward. If you want a little more, crawl your left hand over to the right. Good. Back to tabletop, switch sides, peel the left arm up, thread the needle, thread that left arm through, walk your right hand forward, maybe over to the left. Good. Now back to your tabletop position. Now from here, right arm goes forward, left leg goes back. So using your core to balance. Then as you exhale, bring your knee and elbow into touch or as close as you can get it. Inhale to extend and reach. Good. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time. Knee to elbow. Then extend it out and just hold and balance here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Switch sides. Left arm forward. Right leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. One more time. Knee to elbow, and then extend it out and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Now we'll tuck our toes and come into downward facing dog. So keep your hands shoulder width, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Your feet should be hips width. Bend one leg at a time. Walk out your downward facing dog. Stretch your calves, your hamstrings. Pedal it out a few times. You can do the same thing with your arms. Bend one elbow at a time. And then when you're ready, kind of settle into your down dog, pressing the weight towards the heels, shoulders away from the ears, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Looking forward, walk your feet up. Take a few steps up to your hands. Feet hips width, bend your knees, and grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Shaking your head, yes and no, relaxing the neck. And then maybe swaying a bit side to side, or you can sway forward and back. Anything that feels good here. Release your arms, roll yourself all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, lift your arms up. Your right hand grabs onto your left wrist. Pull it to the right so you feel that stretch in the left side of your body. And then switch. Your left hand grabs your right wrist. Pull it to the left. Now bring it to center. If you want to grab that strap, you can put your strap behind your back and hold on, or you can try interlacing your fingers together. Open up your chest, bend your knees a little bit, and fold forward with the hands interlaced or holding onto a strap there. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. Now take your right foot, try to cross it behind the left leg. So your left leg is in front, and then you fold. If your hands don't reach the floor, you can bend your knees, you can use blocks. If your legs are straight and you want to add on a little bit more, try walking your hands to the left side of your mat, like a little semicircle. Walk it to center. Now switch your legs. So your right foot is crossed in front, folding forward with the hands on the blocks or on the floor. Knees can be bent if you need them to be. If you want to walk it to the side, walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Then walk your hands to center, uncross the feet, bring them together. Inhale, lengthen your spine to a flat back. Fingertips can be on the shins or on the floor. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, step to plank. First one, we're going to bring the knees on the floor. Modified chaturanga. Hug your elbows in, slowly lower all the way down. Good. Untuck your toes so the tops of the feet are on the ground. Inhale, cobra pose. Just a small back bend, just the chest lifts. Elbows stay bent, and then lower down. Now push up to your knees to that modified plank. Tuck your toes and come back to down dog. So as we start to flow through our practice here, you can always stick with that version. You can do chaturanga on the knees. You can do cobra instead of up dog. Or if you need to skip any of the vinyasas, you can go straight to down dog. Look forward, step your feet to the front and bring them together. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Now using that flat back, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, plant the hands, step to plank. Now you can choose to stay on the toes or come to your knees. Chaturanga, hug your elbows in and lower halfway down. Flip over the feet. Inhale, up dog, which is a little bit bigger back bend, or you can stay on your belly with cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, step both feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, same thing, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Plant your hands as you exhale, step back, chaturanga from the toes or the knees, low push up. Inhale to your back bend, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look forward, step both feet to the front. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now we're going to do sun salutation B, just one time, Surya Namaskara B. So starting with the hands in prayer, from here, lift your arms and bend your legs for chair pose, Utkatasana. Knees and feet are together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now from your down dog, lift the right leg up, Step it between your hands, setting up warrior one. Pivot the left heel flat on the ground. Turn it in 45 degrees. Square your hips and lift your arms straight up to the ceiling. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step back, right to chaturanga or modify or skip it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Then we do the other side. Lift the left leg up and step it forward to your warrior one. Pivot that right heel flat, turn your foot in. As you lift the arms up, make sure your hips are square to the front. Nice, exhale the hands back down. Step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now it always ends the same way it started. So we look forward, step the feet to the front, feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, lift the arms. And then from there, press up to stand, hands to heart center. Very good. Take a deep breath. Let me let a couple people into the class. All right, from here, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Then we'll separate the feet hips width. Your peace fingers, your first two fingers, grab your big toes. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you fold. Relax your neck. Now, if you can't reach your toes, bend your knees some more to make it easier to grab your toes there. Now let go of the toes. Take your feet all the way to the edges of the mat. Turn your feet out 45 degrees for prayer squat malasana. Dropping the hips down. Bring your hands to heart center. Use your elbows. Press the inner thighs open. Press your chest forward so you can lengthen your spine. Now from here, you can stay here, or we're going to add in some arms by sliding your right shoulder inside that right knee. Right hand down and peel the left arm up. Now, if you want to try to bind here, the left arm can go behind your back for a half bind. If you want to try the full bind, the right hand, the thumb is going to point back, go around the outside of the shin, and maybe you can get your hands to clasp right by your right hip and look over that left shoulder to the ceiling. Good, back to center. Now try the other side. First, we just work on opening the arms. Left shoulder inside the left knee, left hand down, right arm up. You can stay there. The next step would be to maybe try the half bind with the right arm behind the back, and you can stay there. Or maybe take that left arm around the outside of the shin for that full bind, clasping by your left hip. So not between the legs or on the outside of the shin. It's a little bit different. Good. Back to center. Bring your hands down. Straighten the legs and toe heel your feet back together. Inhale, lengthen to your flat back. As you exhale, bring your hands down, step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to the floor for a moment. We're going to set up dolphin pose. So come down to your elbows, measure it out by grabbing the outside of your triceps. Keep your elbows there and then extend your forearms so that your forearms are parallel, your palms are flat. The rest is like down dog. Keeping the elbows down, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up like a down dog. Dolphin pose here on the forearm. So building some strength in the shoulders, actively pushing the floor away with your arms. You can stay here or walk your feet together in the middle and maybe lift your right leg up nice and high and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs if you had a leg up. Otherwise, you're still holding dolphin even if you're not lifting the leg. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Now you can reset. Bring those knees down. Take a couple deep breaths here in your child's pose. Tabletop position. Puppy pose, your hips will stay up in the air, basically right over your knees there. Walk your hands forward and try to melt your chest to the ground. So either your forehead might come down or maybe your chin might come down. Chin and chest is your goal here. And you should feel that stretch in the shoulders and the back. Big arch in your back. Walk your hands in, and then we'll go back to our downward facing dog again. Reset in your down dog. Lift your right leg up, step it between your hands, but bring your left knee on the floor for a low lunge. So start with your hands up here on the right thigh, sinking into this left hip flexor. Now from here, you can use your strap if you want behind your back, or try to interlace the fingers. Then slide your hands as you straighten the arms, slide them down the hamstring and look up towards the ceiling. So you get a little bit of a back bend, but also that chest opening and shoulder opening. Good. Unlace the hands and bring your hands now to the floor or maybe on your blocks. Half split, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot, and fold, bringing your nose towards that right leg. And now let's go straight back to down dog. So just bend the leg, bring your hands down, step back, reset in your downward facing dog. And we'll switch sides. Lift the left leg up, step it between your hands, and put your right knee down. Start with your hands up on that left thigh, so you're sinking into that right hip flexor. Now try to interlace the awkward way with the other thumb on top, or grab that strap again and hold on to the strap. Slide your hands down the hamstring and look up towards the ceiling. Release the clasp of the hands. Bring your hands to the floor or the blocks for your half splits. Straightening your left leg. Flex your left foot and fold, bringing your nose towards the left leg. Then rebend the legs. You can bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Lift your right leg up. This time, step it forward to your crescent lunge position. So you're on the ball of your back foot as you lift your arms up. High crescent lunge. Hips square to the front. Good. Open to warrior two. Pivot the back heel down. Line up right heel to left arch. Flip your right palm up. Inhale as you reverse your warrior. As you exhale, bring your right elbow to your right thigh for side angle with your left arm up to the ceiling. We're going to practice a half bind. Take your left arm behind your back. Rest it either on the lower back or your hip, or maybe you can reach it all the way through and kind of grab that inner thigh. And then you look up over that left shoulder towards the ceiling. So you're getting opening here in that left shoulder, left side of your chest. Good. Undo that half bind. Come back up to warrior two. Straighten out your right leg. Bring your left foot in just 1 or 2 inches for triangle pose. Shifting the hips back, reaching forward. Put the right hand on the shin, ankle, or foot with the left arm up. So both legs are straight. Now we're going to add that exact same half bind that you just did in side angle. So wrap the left arm behind your back. It can rest on your lower back, your hip, or maybe it can grab that inner thigh to help you rotate open a little bit more. Undo the bind, extend your arm up, stand all the way back up. Coming back to warrior two, walk your back foot out a couple inches and rebend that right leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the front, stepping back, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, lifting the left leg up. Step it forward between your hands, crescent lunge. Start on the ball of the right foot as you lift your arms up here. Hips are square to the front for crescent lunge. Good. Opening to warrior two, you open the hips and pivot that back heel down. Gaze at your left hand, flip your left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, modified side angle, left elbow to the left thigh. Now we add that half bind, right arm behind your back on the lower back, the hip. Maybe you can wiggle it through and grab that inner thigh, opening up that right shoulder, looking up towards the ceiling over that right shoulder if that's okay on your neck. Undo the half bind, come back up to your warrior two. From there, straighten your front leg, your left leg, walk your right foot in just 1 or 2 inches, shifting the hips back, reach forward, set up your triangle, left hand on the shin or the foot, right arm up to the ceiling. Then once you get into your triangle, we'll add that half bind, right arm behind your lower back, your hip, maybe grabbing that inner thigh. Good, undo your half bind, extend the arm up, and then lift your torso all the way up. Coming back to warrior two, walk your back foot out, rebend that front leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands to the front, step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the right leg up, setting up for lizard pose. Step your right foot outside your right hand, right at the edge of the mat, and put your left knee down. And then try to get your elbows to the floor. If your elbows do not reach the floor on the inside of that foot, you can use blocks. You can also just stay up on the hands if you need to stay up on the hands. So you should feel that stretch in the hips here. Press up to your hands, just go back to down dog. No chaturanga, step back, reset in your down dog. And then we'll switch sides, lifting the left leg up, stepping it outside that left hand, putting your right knee down. Knee is right over that ankle. Again, hands on the inside of that foot. If you can reach, you come down to the elbows. If you have blocks, you can put your elbows on your blocks as well. Lizard pose, stretching into the hips. Come back up to your hands. Let's go back to down dog again. Reset in your downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step it between your hands. This time coming back to our warrior one. Pivoting the left heel down. Squaring the hips as you lift your arms up. Good. Interlace the fingers behind the back again, or maybe use your strap. Open up the chest. And then we bow forward for humble warrior, bringing your right shoulder right on top of that right thigh there, dropping your head, relaxing your neck. Lift your arms all the way back up to your warrior one. Inhale those arms up. Exhale as you bring your hands to the floor and step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift the left leg up, step it between your hands, set up your warrior one first. So make sure you pivot that back heel flat, turn the foot in 45 degrees, square your hips, and lift the arms up. Now try to interlace with the other thumb on top, or grab that strap again. Open up the chest first, and then bow forward. Humble warrior, big bend in that front leg. Bring your shoulder and your torso right on top of that front thigh. Come back up to warrior one. Inhale, lift arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Step back, chaturanga, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet to the front. Roll yourself up to stand. And then we'll step to face the long edge of the mat. You might want to grab that strap again. So one more time, you can hold that strap or interlace the fingers behind your back. Open the chest, your feet are parallel but wide apart, and then you fold. So straddle forward, fold with the hands interlaced. So not only are you stretching the hamstrings, but you're also getting that chest and shoulder stretch here. Release the hands. Now just walk your hands right through the middle through your legs. Walk your hands over to the left leg, grab your ankle or calf, pull your nose closer to the left leg. Then walk into the right leg, hold on to that ankle or calf, pull your nose closer to the right leg. Bring it to center, find a flat back, put a little bend to both knees, hands to hips, take your time, slowly stand up. Stepping to the front, we're going to practice our eagle pose, Garudasana. Start with the feet together, bend your knees like chair almost, and cross your right leg on top. So you can put your toe on the floor to help you balance. You can do a single wrap, or some people can get their foot all the way behind the calf for that double wrap. Now the arms, take your arms out like a T. We're gonna do a similar thing with the arms, but your right arm is gonna go on the bottom and you can hug your shoulder blades, or you can try to get the backs of the hands to touch or maybe the palms to touch. So it's a double wrap. So you're pushing your elbows and forearms away from you so you feel that stretch in between your shoulder blades, but it's also a balance pose. Both knees are bent, squeeze those inner thighs. Good, shake it out and then try the other side. So bend the legs, left leg on top, single or double wrap, or maybe put your toe on the floor to help you balance. Left arm on the bottom, hug the shoulder blades or try to get the backs of the hands to touch or maybe those palms to touch. And then you're pushing your elbows and forearms away from your face so you feel that stretch in the upper back, but you still have to focus the gaze to try to balance here too. Good, release, shake it out. Just meet at the top of the mat, feet together, hands to prayer position. Take a deep breath, reset there. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step back to plank. And this time we're gonna lower to the floor, all the way down. Good. Take your left arm out to the side like a T, just straight out to the side. Put your left ear on the floor. Pushing into your right hand, roll over to the left side of your body here. You can stack the feet or you can bend that right leg and put it on the floor behind you like a kickstand. So you're stretching into the left shoulder and the left side of your chest here. Bring it to center, and then we'll switch sides. So your right arm is going to go straight out to the side like a T with your palm down, right ear on the floor. Push into your left hand so you can roll over basically to the right side of your body. And you can keep your legs stacked, or you can put your left foot on the floor behind you with the knee pointing up like a little kickstand there. Try to keep your neck relaxed and your head on the ground. Now come back to center. This next one's a little bit weird at first, but it's good for stretching the upper back. It's similar to what you just did in eagle. You're going to cross the arms in front of your chest, wiggle your hands as far out as you can, rotate the palms up, and then basically you're trying to hook your chin right over your bicep. So you want to feel that stretch in between the shoulder blades here. So try to wiggle those arms as far apart as you can, and then lay your body weight right on top of it. Now notice which arm you have in front and switch it so that you cross the other arm in front. Again, you might have to wiggle it over a little bit, flip those palms up, and then try to hook your chin over your arm. I know it's a little awkward, but again, it's a good stretch for that upper back. Good. Undo those arms, shake it out, bring your forehead down, and just take your hands now next to you like airplane arms. Squeeze your legs together, and we'll do a couple back bends here. Lift your chest, your arms, your legs. Everything lifts up nice and high, and hold for 5, strengthening your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, let everything relax. Let one ear come to the mat. Now, forehead down, you can repeat that, or you can try interlacing the fingers together and then lifting everything back up. Shalabhasana, locust pose. If your hands are interlaced, try to lift them away from your tailbone. Lift the legs 2, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, bring your other ear down, let everything relax. Bend your legs. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. If you don't want to do bow, you can stick with one of the other two. If you're coming into bow, grab the outside of your ankles, flex your feet, and kick back through the shins to lift the chest. Good. Breathe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you release, one ear down, let go of your feet, and just swing your shins from side to side. Windshield your shins to release your lower back a little bit. And then when you feel ready, you're going to press all the way back to a child's pose. So reset your spine in your child's pose. And come into a downward facing dog. Last down dog. So check in, see how it feels compared to the beginning of our yoga practice. Then we'll have a seat at the front of the mat. Good. Cross your shins, right shin in front of left. And you might want that strap. So we're going to take the right elbow up, and the left arm is going to go up the back, and you can walk. I'm going to turn around so you can see a little bit. You can kind of curl your hands down the strap until you get them as close together as you can. Now, if you can do it without the strap, your hands will touch like this. But if you feel like it's too tight on the shoulders, you could hold a strap or towel. If you don't have a strap, you could also just hold your t-shirt here. Now, if you want a little bit more, keeping that bind, try to fold forward. The legs are crossed and you're trying to fold. So it gets more intense as you fold. So if you need to loosen up the bind with the arms, you can. Good. Undo your arms, carefully come up, shake it out, and then switch your legs. So we have to switch the legs too. So cross your left leg in front. It might feel weird if you're always used to crossing the other way, right? But that's good. Left shin in front, left elbow points up, right arm comes up the back. This is called cow face pose, the arms. We're doing a different variation on the legs though. Grab your strap if you need it. You might find one side is very different, right? That's okay. And then you can stay upright, or you can try to fold here over the legs, keeping that bind. Good, come up, shake out those arms. Nice. Now extend your right leg straight. Bring your left foot in next to the inner thigh. If that bothers the knee, you can move your left foot closer to the calf. Sit up tall, lengthen, and fold towards the right leg. Janu Shirsasana, head to knee pose. If you have that strap handy, you can also use that strap around the foot if you can't reach your foot. Or you can always just grab your leg. Bring your nose towards the right leg. Now let's come up and switch the legs. Extend your left leg straight, bring your right foot in next to the thigh or the calf. Sit up tall, flex your left foot, and then fold, bringing your nose towards that left leg. Again, feel free to grab your strap or any other props if you need it. Now as you come up, butterfly, both feet come together, Baddha Konasana. So you bring the soles of the feet in, hold onto your ankles, use your elbows, press the inner thighs down, and then you fold. Now you can keep holding the ankles, or you can try walking your hands forward. Whatever you find gives you a better stretch here in the inner thighs. Good. As you come up, carefully bring those legs together, and then we'll roll down onto our backs and come into a lying down number 4 stretch. So you cross your right ankle over your left thigh, so your legs kind of look like that figure 4. If your hips are still feeling pretty tight, you could stay right here and use your right hand and just kind of push that right thigh away. But if you're looking for more of a stretch, your right arm goes through the middle, left arm goes around. You can grab your hamstring or your shin on your left side. You can let the left foot relax, but the right foot is the one that should be flexed because that's the side you're stretching. So you use the arms to pull that figure 4 shape in towards you, stretching into your right hip. Now let's switch sides. So release that side. Place your right foot on the floor. Cross your left ankle over. So you make that figure 4. You can use your left hand and just push the thigh away and stay there. Or you can reach through and grab your right hamstring or your right shin and pull the legs in. Flexing that left foot as you pull it in, stretching that left hip. Now, as you release the leg, hug both knees into your chest, rock a little bit side to side, massage your lower back. And we'll set up for a spinal twist. Hug your right knee in, straighten the left leg out. Open your right arm out like a T and use your left hand to twist that right knee across your body all the way over to the floor as close as you can get it. You can turn your head, look towards that right hand if that feels okay on the neck. If not, just keep your gaze up. Maybe close the eyes here, starting to relax into that spinal twist. Now bring it back to center. Hug both knees in, neutralize the spine in between sides. And then keep your left leg in as you straighten that right leg out. Open your left arm out like a T. Use your right hand to twist that left knee across your body as far as you can towards the floor on the right side. Maybe turning your head to look to the left. Maybe closing the eyes here, coming into this last pose before Shavasana. Bring everything back to center. Give both knees one more squeeze. Wrap your arms around your shins. Curl up into a nice tight little ball. Give yourself a big hug. And then let it go. Coming into Shavasana, our final relaxation. Extending the legs out long, letting the feet fall open wide. Arms relax alongside you, palms facing up. And then take those shoulders, try to shrug them away from your ears so your neck stays long. As you close your eyes, clear away all of your thoughts. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth, letting it go, letting your muscles relax even deeper into the floor. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and bring some small movements back to your body. Maybe you draw a few circles with the wrists and ankles, moving them in both directions. Maybe gently moving the head a little bit side to side. Anything that feels good to you. And when you feel ready, you can reach those arms overhead, reach the legs long, create a nice full body stretch, getting as tall as you can. With the eyes closed, hug your knees into your chest. Roll over to one side, coming into a fetal position. And keep the eyes closed. Use the hands to help press you all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Crossing the legs, sitting up nice and tall. Hands come together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Take a couple last deep breaths here, scanning the body, noticing how it feels after your yoga practice today. Let's take one more nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale all the air out the mouth, letting it go. Lifting your hands to your forehead, your third eye center, and bowing forward. Namaste.